Good morning, Internet. It's a chilly Sunday morning here in Pennsylvania, and I'm in countdown mode for Le Tour de 24, which gets underway in about 48 hours. This trip is going to be taking me to Bangkok, Siem Reap, Colombo, Kandy, and several places in India, Nepal, and Bangladesh. Good morning.
Morning.
I haven't figured out exactly where I'll be going in Nepal yet. Obviously, Kathmandu would be the major city, and Bangladesh, probably Dhaka. And India, my choices, well, let's just say there are a lot of choices to go to in India. I've only made reservations so far that will take me through Cambodia. And then once I get there, I'll make reservations for all onward travel. But in keeping with my theme of visiting places I've never been before, this is going to be almost all places. Although I've been to Bangkok before, I'm using that as sort of a jumping off place for the rest of the cities, mainly because it's cheap and easy to get to. So I'll be there for a few days, and then that's when I move on to Siem Reap, which is in Cambodia. Some of you might have heard of Siem Reap before. It's the location of a World Heritage Site called Angkor Wat. It's a temple, it's old, it's big, and everything I've read about it said that if you're going to visit Angkor Wat, you should probably give yourself 3 or 4 days to do it. And then the rest of the time, of course, I've never been to Siem Reap, which is the city where Angkor Wat is near, so I'll be exploring that also. So it's a little less than 2 days I'll be on my way. As with every trip I go on, there's always a short period of uncertainty as the departure date gets closer and closer. I always wonder if it wouldn't be better if I just stayed home. You know, there's a little bit of, it's not so much fear, it's just that traveling is uncomfortable. If you compare it to just hanging around at your house, you know, being able to go out and ride my bike whenever I felt like it, go for a walk whenever I felt like it, that's comfortable. Traveling is a little bit different because you can't do those things on your own schedule, at least not right at the beginning. So there's always that little bit of trepidation before you actually step on the plane or go to the airport or something. But that's going to wear off. It always does. But it's an unusual feeling that I have right before every trip. And I'm not really sure why, but it happens every time. As you can see, Carbondale is starting to spring back to life. I think I mentioned once before in a video that winter time is the absolute worst time to visit Carbondale, and probably anywhere in northeastern Pennsylvania. It doesn't really look that nice during those months. But once the trees start blooming again, everything starts to look a lot better. It's unusual that it's so cold. This is late April, so it's unusual that it's so cold right now. You see people on motorcycles, you see people dragging boats behind their truck, and here I am walking around in 4-level thermal protection and a pair of gloves. So hopefully it'll start to warm up soon. I'm also hearing a lot of grass cutters in action this morning. Again, an unusual thing in weather that's this cool, but it is the time of year. I did cut the grass, much as I hate to admit it. I cut the grass at my house. The grass now knows that I'm here and is going to continue growing out of control, as it always does. I think that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.